until you actually do it. You can't be 100% sure. But so it's interesting. It's the only way to learn. And I mean, red is a lovely color, and a red rose is always beautiful. But a whole background in red is another whole ball game, shall we say? I mean, even if I do put a border of red in there, a red flowers or a red scalloped edge, it's still very plain. Let me fix this edge while I can see it. I had two lines there and I didn't actually know which was the right one. Okay, I'm going to have to hold the canvas to finish that circle, and then I'll leave this to dry. I'll just fix it up with I need two hands, and then I'll see if how it looks dry. Well, I'll add some more leaves. I'll add a sprig of leaf up there and there, and then I'll decide whether to add in the third color in brown, and I'll be back when I get to that stage. This is my progress so far. As you can see, I changed the bird a bit. The feathers were not in the right direction, and I changed the head, and I put in a lot more leaves. I tried putting in a second half-opened rose up there, but it was too cluttered, so I removed it. But of course, we now have a trace of white, so I will have to come back with a red paint. But if you don't have a diagram, I mean, I was basically sketching it on with a paintbrush, and very difficult to do with one hand and not being able to hold the canvas with the other because I'm holding the phone. So, but I think it's okay, and I think with some nice red leaves all around, I won't do a scalloped edge. I think that will be too much. I'll just do leaves sort of filling up the space, sort of in the center, or sort of one touching this side and then the next one touching up there, and then just chained together. But I have to make markings. I have to make markings to make sure that I do it all equally, otherwise it will just be sort of random. So that's that one. I'm going to leave that to dry, and just put it there for now. And then I'll do the border of the second one. And I should have marked that as well, because now if I'm going to just do random without marking, it's not going to look good. So I'll bring you back for that. And also it was, I did it in brown on the red, and the brown wasn't really showing very much, so I can't really say for sure what I was doing there, what I was thinking. It was quite some time ago that I did it. I've waited a long time to do this, to finish this painting after preparing the canvases, because I've had so many other things to deal with that I just didn't get it. And now when I look at my sketch, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. So anyway, maybe I was thinking it's just, I don't like it, so I'll just leave it and come up with something else. But yeah, so that looks a bit better. So that's what I'll do, and I'll definitely do it better if I can steady my canvas with my other hand and even put the canvas on my lap. That's what I do, especially with a small one like this. It's easier for me to sort of have it down in front of me. So I'll bring you back when I've done that. Together with all the dirt that keeps swirling around, it's very difficult to focus on a particular spot for very long, because then while I'm looking at it, it's gone. So then I'm relying on my imagination to fill me in that it's still there. So anyway, so I'm doing this upside down sunflower. I'll see again how much of the canvas this will fill in, but I think it's going to be sort of turned like that, and then the bird will fill in most of this with his wings open. And it's not going to be as intense as the rose was, but because, you know, the colours are in the inverse. White is easier on the eye, I think, than all that red. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. And I'll put some petals in between. Sunflowers, I've done a vase of sunflowers and other little sunflowers and a whole field of sunflowers in the proper sunflowery colours, orange and yellow and green, and they're beautiful. But so this will be a sunflower that's all in red. And if I do, again, I'm still undecided whether I will add that third colour brown. I'll wait until both paintings are dry and then see if it's necessary to add a third colour. That needed to be. I think I'll make it even wider. I'll make a big petal out here. And sunflowers are very joyful flowers, I think. I mean, that's my robin redbreast in the red on the white background. I added some leaves around the top. I thought it was a bit bare there. And I think that works well, just in the red and white. But it might look nice to have some brown in the feathers, some brown in the leaves, some brown in the center of the sunflower, and on this one. And then here I've done the markings for the border. I'm going to do the same as that one, but I thought I'll just show you how I'm just negatively painting away the bits of white that I smudged. So it's easier to paint away than to paint without smudging the colour that you want. So although not 100% dry yet, I'm being a bit hasty. And also I put white on the border here where the red had smudged, and I don't think that white is quite dry yet. I'm using it very dry. I'm not adding any oil to this paint other than I initially wet the brush with oil, just dipped it in the oil for a few seconds. But unlike my normal oil painting, where I use a lot of oil, these I'm not at all, because to just sort of speed up the drying time and not have the colours smudging into each other. I mean, these are line drawings, and so they need to have a fine line around the edges, but at the same time, birds can have little bits of fluffy feathers like that. Theirs is fine. And roses, well, like that line I don't like, and that line went a bit wrong there, so I need to make that a bit, and to sort of take away these inner white markings, make that part of the petal thinner. So I will make all those petals thinner and neater once it's dry, but I'm just showing you the general idea of negative painting away what you don't like. And if I see that this dries and the white is still shining through, then I'll have to do another layer there. But now I'm going to see, should I do the leaves exactly the same, or what other way could I do them? Yeah, I don't have to do them quite the same because the red is so, there's already so much red. I'll just do them kind of like that. Just smaller leaves. And if it doesn't look enough, then I'll add another one in between. Okay, so that's basically what I'll do, and I'll bring you back when I have finished it. Well, that is my progress so far. I think it actually looks lovely in red and white, and I'm more or less finished. I will wait a day before I come back and look at it with fresh eyes and see where I need to touch up. It's a very vibrant red, or at least it shows very vibrant in the camera, but it's more of a deeper red when I look at it off camera. So, but I think I did the right sort of thing by making just small leaves on the outside of the red one, and then bigger leaves on the outside of the white one. And this bird with his wings sort of it's not quite settled yet and landing on the flower, and this bird already on the branch and looking at the rose. Yeah, I think I need to maybe just define the outer petals, and I'll have to wait for that. And here I might have to just refine the leaves a bit. But I mean, that's not serious, and I can show you that in a photograph, which I can add at the end. But if you think, I'm going to leave it for a few weeks anyway, but it will be a while before I decide if it's actually finished or not. But you can let me know in the comments if you think I should add brown as a third colour, or if it's quite good as it is just with the red and the white. Is there something people would like to see on their walls? Would it be interesting? A little pair hanging on one on top of the other, or sort of slightly side by side, but not parallel. Yeah, let me know in the comments, and then I'll decide at a later stage whether to come back and add another part to the video and add in the brown. I mean, I could see the brown would make it interesting, but I also like it just as it is with the red and white. And once I've made the touch-ups, I think it will be just fine. So thank you for watching, and please like and share and comment. Bye for now.